Harsh punishment for Eugenie after following Meghan and Harry's footsteps for harmful podcast. Princess Eugenie is following in Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's footsteps as she has announced the launch of a new podcast. Princess Eugenie took to Instagram to share the exciting news, coming 2 years after Meghan and Prince Harry signed a multi-year deal with Spotify to produce exclusive audio content and podcasts. The youngest daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson announced in a post published on Wednesday morning her charity, the Anti-Slavery Collective, is launching its new podcast. The weekly program is titled Floodlight and will host an array of guests discussing modern slavery and how to put an end to it. Princess Eugenie is co-hosting the podcast with her close friend Julia de Boinville, who co-founded with her The Collective, an organization aiming to raise awareness of modern slavery and find ways to end it. The princess's message read, "My charity, at the _anti_slavery_collective is delighted to announce its new podcast, Floodlight. Join me, and my co-founder, Julia de Boinville each week as we sit down with guests from all walks of life who are helping to combat modern slavery in a variety of ways. From lawmakers and company leaders to famous activists, survivors and journalists, Floodlight shows you just how prominent modern slavery is and that we can all do something about it. We want to thank all our guests for joining us, as well as at StakePod for making this project come to life. It is available anywhere you listen to podcasts, just search Floodlight or follow the link in my bio to listen now." Eugenie also shared a promotional picture for the podcast, showing herself and Ms. de Boinville. The pair already released the first episode of their new venture, a 37-minute program during which they speak about modern slavery with Caroline Howie OBEQC, a barrister who helped draft the Modern Slavery Act and led the prosecution for Operation Fort, the largest human trafficking ring ever exposed in the UK. Princess Eugenie isn't the first member of the royal family to host a podcast. In December 2020, Meghan and Prince Harry led a holiday special episode, shortly after it was announced they had signed a deal with Spotify. During the special episode, the couple reflected on 2020 and hosted an array of guests, including comedian James Corden and singer Sir Elton John. Royal author Tina Brown, who has penned the Palace Papers book, has hit upon a possible future for Harry and Meghan Markle's role within the royal family. A royal expert has accused Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of a scorched earth policy when leaving the royals, but said there could be a way back for them. Harry and Meghan stepped down from royal duties in March 2020 and have had a difficult relationship with some members of the royals since. Former Vanity Fair editor Tina Brown shared her thoughts on the royal exit, speaking to the New York Times Sway podcast. Tina, author of new royal book The Palace Papers, claimed Harry and Meghan believed a fragile Harry was under the constraints of the royal family before he left. She said the exit was very sad and there is a Harry-shaped hole in the royal family now. Now financially independent and living in the US, it is unlikely that Harry and Meghan will come back into the main fold. They left under a cloud and Harry's relationship with his brother Prince William and father Prince Charles became difficult. Harry was stripped of his HRH and military titles when he stepped back from a range of roles as Duke of Sussex, alongside his wife Meghan. The two may appear at the occasional royal event. After Harry was criticised for not returning to the memorial for Prince Philip at Westminster Abbey in early April, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex paid a brief visit to the Queen at Windsor Castle. Charles was then said to be at a loss over ominous comments Harry made that he was making sure the Queen was being protected.